Well, here we are, folks. It is 2018, Wednesday, the 3rd of January. Dogs are just about to bark and cry. Um, do you know, I was going to do a video before Christmas. Then I was going to do a video during Christmas. Then I was going to do a video at the beginning of January. But circumstances, sometimes the universe just conspires. And it's today. Today is the day. I've decided today is the day to do my video. First of all, everybody, Happy New Year. Now, I did put a note out before Christmas saying, sometimes it's just not a happy Christmas and it's not a happy New Year for some people that suffer loss. And not necessarily this year, but last year, the year before, it stays with us. And while I was thinking about putting all this together before Christmas and during Christmas, well, blow me, I've suffered loss twice myself. Um, Early in December, a lovely young man decided to exit this earth plane. And that was absolutely shocking, and many people shocked, and it's always shocking, isn't it? There is nothing not shocking about death, whether we expect it or not. And then almost to my horror, if you like, and it's left me a bit subdued, there's no two ways about it, so I'll try and liven up in a minute. But then to my horror, I found out that a good friend of mine has also passed. And many years ago, I mean, some people of the young generation really have no idea about AIDS, HIV, AIDS. But when AIDS and HIV first came to the UK, you're looking at the late 70s, early 80s. I do love reading information. Information is key. Everybody needs to learn. I know some people sail through life, they don't pick a book up or an e-book as it is now, and they learn nothing. But for me, I am a collector of information. And when AIDS first came here, I discovered to my horror that people were dying alone. Families were disowning people that got AIDS. And a lot of people were dying alone. And I can't tell you how deeply this affects me, the thought of dying alone, passing over on your own. And I remember saying to my family, I'm so shocked and horrified by the fact that people are in hospital, their families have abandoned them and they're dying alone. I am going to befriend them and I am going to sit with them so that they're not alone when they pass. Yes, I'll be a stranger, but I'll be there to hold their hand and try and give them some soothing words. And my sister, who was not knowledgeable about AIDS, said, if you do that, you'll never see the girls again. Those are her two children that I'm very close to, or was, because as life transpires, when our parents died, there's fallout in the family, and the girls were banned from seeing me anyway. And what that made me feel was, that was in the 90s when that happened. But from the late 70s and early 80s, I could have been helping people. But due to the selfishness of one member that held that over me like a blade, if you do that, you won't see the girls. I didn't do that. Do I regret it? Yes, I do. Because I don't see the girls anyway. But a lot of people could have benefited from me being with them. This seems quite a dark video, doesn't it? But really what I'm trying to say is, we all have choices in this life, and there will always be people that try and stop us doing things or try and change our mind. And I'm here to say, just don't. If you've got an idea and you want to run with it, run with it. Do I regret not doing that? Unfortunately, regret doesn't sit in my vocabulary because I don't want to regret anything in this life. Am I disappointed that I allowed someone to steer me away from it? Yes, I am. So I've had two people pass in December, and both passed alone. And if I could have done something, I would. If only to be with them, I would have liked to have done that. So let me see if I can lighten this up. Are we? You've probably all switched off by now, thinking, "Oh, I don't want to listen to this." But you know what? Look, it's part of life. Death is part of life, just like taxes. And that's the tax you pay to the government, not the car you get outside the house. It's all part of life. And life is a very precious thing. I don't think we ever appreciate it when we're young. We start to appreciate it when we get older because it just zips along faster and faster. So, as you know, my job is to connect with those that have passed over. And I love it. I love doing it. I love bringing joy and love and peace to the people in front of me that have come to seek peace. And it's a very healing process. Um, so, first of all, I'd like to say that appointments for this year, 2018, we're looking at the 9th of January. Let me see if I can get the day right, because as you all know, I always manage to get the date right and the day wrong, or the other way around. So it is actually, let me just check, let me check. It's a Tuesday. Tuesday, the 9th of January is when I am starting to book appointments for this year. Now, the appointments are half an hour long, or they're supposed to be half an hour long, but I've never done a half an hour appointment. It always runs to an hour or more sometimes. Please bring photographs of people that have passed over, because photographs for me is like an automatic connection. So I would say I'm a photographic reader, as well as being a clairsentient, and clairsentient is to feel spirit when it steps in, and I translate what I feel into our language, and then have the whole conversation there. So I'm going to keep it short today. What I am going to do, horribly for some people, is I'm going to post this to a lot of people's profiles, so that their friends may see it. Because I do post videos and people do come and look, but for some reason not many people share. So let's share and care, shall we, in 2018? Please, let's share and care in 2018 in life in general. And I'm also putting together a package with a lovely lady called Lucky. Now, Lucky is a Reiki master, and she does a fantastic treatment called a brain offload. Now, I will do another video about this. If you want to email and ask me, or message me and ask me about the brain offload, I'll quite happily tell you about it. But we're putting together a corporate package for any business people out there that are interested, or if you'd like to book a party, you can also do that. Price is available when you email. But the brain offload treatment is literally as it says, removing the rubbish from your brain, leaving you with clarity and concentration. I've had the treatment, believe it or not, no, I have. On a serious note, I have. And it's fantastic because it literally is like plugging a USB in, taking all the rubbish, the dregs away, the past memory. You don't forget, you just don't bother dragging it up anymore. And it leaves you with clear thinking. So no more multitasking, because we always say women are really great at multitasking, but what we're actually doing is several jobs at once and not completing one. It takes us all day to complete 6 jobs, whereas we could just start with one and just do one after another and complete them. So there we go, my lovelies, a little mini 10-minute video. So do get in touch. I'm doing private psychic readings from Tuesday the 9th of January. I'm still doing psychic parties at your home or mine, 5 people please, or more. And again, all prices on application. And just to wish you a beautiful new year for 2018. I'm wishing you everything you wish for yourself. Take care of your friends and loved ones, start looking a little bit harder at them. Make sure that they're okay. And if somebody comes to you with a problem, look, you might not want to hear it, all right? But just from experience of people passing over, can I just say, just hear them out, because it could be a really important message and you could really, really help them. So on that happy note, I'm going to love and leave you all. As I always say, please take care of each other and be nice. It costs nothing to be nice. Thanks for listening, super shorty, and I will see you all very soon. Au revoir, my friends.